All right, let's jump right in. This is not just another reading list you're going to scroll past. Think of this as more of a strategic toolkit. We're talking about 10 books that are designed to help you really navigate your 20s and build the person you actually want to be when you hit 30. You know, your 20s are this wild, chaotic, but incredible decade where all those big dreams start needing real-world decisions. So this list, it's not about the pressure of a deadline. Nope, it's about arming yourself with wisdom for the journey that's ahead.
So it's really important to see these as more than just books. Think of them as 10 companions. Each one is going to offer you a really unique piece of the puzzle, a specific tool you'll need for the challenges and questions that are going to pop up all through this decade of your life.
Okay, let's start with the first big building block, what we're calling the inner compass. Because look, before you can navigate the world out there, you've got to understand your own internal landscape. And this first set of books, it's all about that.
Yeah, this is the big one, isn't it? It's the question that echoes through your 20s, and it can feel, well, pretty overwhelming. These next few books won't just hand you the answer, but they will give you a framework to find it for yourself. First up, Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist. This is the book you grab when you're feeling adrift, when every choice feels massive and you're just not sure which way to turn. It's a beautifully simple story with a message that's just profoundly reassuring. The real magic of this book is that it gives you permission to actually listen to your own heart, even when the path forward isn't clear or safe. It validates that little voice inside you that's whispering, there's a unique journey you're meant to take. Now we're going to shift gears. From a story of adventure, we're turning to one of profound survival. Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning. Look, it's not an easy read, but it might just be the most essential tool out there for forging some seriously unbreakable resilience.
What's so mind-blowing here is Frankl's discovery, which he made in the midst of unimaginable horror, that we can find purpose in any circumstance. This single idea can fundamentally change how you look at every challenge you'll ever face in your life.
Okay, our next book is different. J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye isn't here to give you a hug, it's here to confront you. It holds up a mirror to all that confusion, that alienation, and that feeling of being a phony that can really dominate our younger years. And honestly, that's its gift. By diving headfirst into Holden Caulfield's angst, you realize that these feelings, they aren't just you. It validates all the messy, painful parts of growing up and offers this weird but real sense of solidarity. Okay, so you've started to figure out your inner compass. Now what? Well, you need a map of the world. This next block of books is exactly that. A map to help you understand all the external forces, society, power, and, of course, other people. Next up is Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird, and this is pretty much foundational reading for adulthood. It's a masterclass in empathy, teaching that famous lesson to climb inside of someone's skin and walk around in it. It also shows you that sometimes doing the right thing means you have to stand alone. Now here we've got two sides of the exact same coin. George Orwell's 1984 shows you how power can control you from the outside, literally twisting reality itself. But then Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451 warns about letting that control happen on the inside by giving up your curiosity and your ability to think for yourself. You read these two together, and you've got a complete defense system for your mind. So if those last two books were a defense system, Yuval Noah Harari's Sapiens is the ultimate user's manual for human society. It's like hitting the zoom out button on, well, everything, to give you the massive big picture of how we all got here. Seriously, it just connects the dots between everything. After you read Sapiens, you will never look at money, or nations, or even your own beliefs in the same way again. It gives you a level of context that is just absolutely priceless as you're heading into your 30s. All right, let's zoom back in, from the giant scale of human history to the micro level of our relationships with Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. Now don't be fooled, this is not just some stuffy old romance novel. It is a sharp, witty guide to navigating ego, first impressions, and self-respect. And here's the key insight. Real connection isn't about some fairy tale fantasy. It's about two people getting over their own flaws to truly see and respect each other. The book basically shows that you have to grow as a person before you can have a really healthy partnership. All right, we're at our final block. You've got your inner compass, you've got your map of the world. Now you need the mental operating system to run everything smoothly. These last books are practical, hands-on tools for managing your mind in a pretty chaotic world. Let's be real, your 20s can feel like a total hurricane of deadlines, pressures, and anxiety.
Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now is like finding the eye of that storm. It's a practical instruction manual for how to step out of the constant noise inside your own head.
The core of the whole book is this simple three-step process. I know, it sounds easy, but it is a life-changing practice. Toll gives you the tools to stop being a prisoner of your past or your future and to just live in the only moment you ever really have, right now.
And from the calm of the present moment, we get a jolt of pure, unfiltered reality with Mark Manson. This book is the filter you absolutely need for modern life. It's not about being indifferent to everything. It's about being intentional with where you put your energy. It forces you to decide what's truly worth caring about and what's just noise.
So, we've gathered all of our tools. We've got the inner compass, the world map, and the mental operating system. Now, let's put them all together and take a look at the blueprint they create.
And this is what it all builds. It's not just a collection of stories you've read, it's a practical, functioning toolkit for life. Each one of these books has given you a specific skill, a new lens to see yourself and the world just a little more clearly. You've built your foundation.
And this is the final thought I really want to leave you with. In your 20s, it is so easy to focus on all the external stuff, the job, the apartment, the list of accomplishments. But the real work, the most important construction project you will ever have, is the person you are becoming. And these books, they're just the tools to help you build someone you're truly proud of.